Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and DC's Death Metal, issue number 3. This is, of course, the original cover A, not holographic, whatever, this kind of color, it's reflective and stuff like that. So it always turns up great with the lights and everything. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get to who made this comic book. We'll break into the future of these comics also. First, we're going to talk about who made the comic book. Okay, so this is Death Metal and Anti-Crisis Part 3, Pickup 6. Hey, remember that? I remember that game. By Scott Slaughter Snyder and Greg Gorlord Capullo. I'm not reading all those. So the inks are by Jonathan Glapion and the colors are by FCO Placencia. Letters by Tom Napolitano and cover by Greg Capullo, Jonathan Glapion, and FC Placencia. A bunch of variant covers, and boom, let's move. So bunch of different chapters in here, and this first image is really disconcerting. It actually looks like a John Romita Jr. That is not in any way, shape, or form a compliment, but the rest of the art for the most part looks pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the way that Harley is drawn in this. She's got the short hair, whatever. I don't care about the short hair. It's just, I don't know, a life decision, but like she's fatter in the face, and it's a really weird way of looking at her. It's like with, I don't know, some of the images have her shadowed a little bit better, but most of them not. And you're just going by the roundness, the curves of her face. And it's a weird image to look at. With the rest of the art being so fantastic, that's really weird. Anyway, yeah, everybody else's expression actually looks really good, especially this hyena. Like, get out of here. So, Mr. Miracle got free, the guy who can never be captured, like not truly because he can escape from everything, was apparently in a trap that he couldn't escape from. It's like, Snyder, I love you, man. I love you to death. But literally, like, when it comes to scot-free, you had one job. You had one job. He can't be captured. In this case, God, like, like really? The guy's only got one ability. Like, realistically, he's only got one true ability. And that's the one that you just kind of hunker over, pull down your pants, squinch up your face, and poo-poo all over. Like, really? Really? All of us Mr. Miracle fans, we're all just like rolling in our death metal graves right now. So, quick flashback to the Final Crisis book where Batman gets shot. Batman takes it in the face, the Omega Sanction, except it's, a little different here. I don't fully understand how all of this worked, but I don't think we were meant to. However, the use of the black ring in here was actually really freaking cool. Soups with the brass knuckles, or whatever the hell those knuckles, it's probably Batman-dium knowing him. Pretty epic. Aside from that, this comic book is mostly just, it's a couple little scenes here and there of different versions of the characters, like death metal. It's like the heavy metal magazine. That's really all this is. What if DC Comics was written by somebody trying to imitate the heavy metal magazine? That's all I'm seeing in this, which it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is far and removed from being great. So it's okay. Like, Robin King comes through and this portal, and he's talking, and the flashes are like, especially Barry. Somehow Barry's the guy who's making fun of him. And I'd probably make fun of him too, with all due respect. And then the big evil guy comes through, the evilest version of the Batman who laughs, and Dr. Manhattan, the Darkest Knight, that guy. He comes flying through and he's chasing them, and he's basically the Black Flash chasing after them at this point. And if they slow down for even a fraction of a second, that's it. They're caught. They're dead. So they got to try and protect Wally. Wally, meanwhile, look, not only does he have Dr. Manhattan's powers, because we just saw it, he's wearing the symbol and the symbol on his forehead and stuff like that. And he's still just getting, like, you can't face this guy? I don't understand. And it's just not, like, if he said it's not his time, okay, then I get it. Like, if he says not my time, I mean, how come he's not on the Mobius chair where he's essentially immortal? He's essentially freed from everything. Look, Snyder is a ridiculously smart guy who's probably already got a plan for it. The trick is, let us in. on the plan. Let us know that he's got to get back to, he couldn't have the chair at first because of such and such. But once don't even say why, just, I've got to get back to the chair. What chair? The Mobius chair. Wait, hold on. What happened to Metron? Like, let me see that conversation. Let them be running. It's like, I'll explain it all you'll understand when I get back to the chair, but it's in a safe place. But I need to be able to get back to the chair. And then boom. That to me would be like, okay, so stakes, and I see a goal at the end of all I see now is it's a game of freaking freeze tag. That's all I'm seeing here, and it's heartbreakingly weak. And I hate that, man. Like, this breaks my heart because there's such a great story that could be told here, but I'm getting half of it because I'm just getting jumps, and it's like, oh, Lobo is in the 5th dimension and he's shooting people up. And it's like, why did you devote all the panels that you just did to this? I don't understand why you wasted so much into this. It was completely unnecessary. One thing that we do get, where's the page? This is the page. When you get to this page where you see this right here, this is the page where the entire plan is revealed. I'm not going to hold it there because I don't want you guys to I want you to actually read the comic where you get to see that. Also, I'm not going to lie. On this same page, you see the thing that's definitely going to make you cry. Because like Jarro is here. Snyder makes a couple jokes in here about merchandise and branding and stuff like that. Hey, man, I told you, Jarro is the freaking money. If you sell you know that this is going to break our hearts. You know that, like, he's clearly writing this so that Jarro winds up sacrificing himself in some way, shape, or form or another. And I'm there for it. I'm going to cry my eyes out like a freaking little sissy. I'm going to sit there and be like, when Jarro gets killed in this, or if he survives, I don't care. Whatever happens, I am not going to be able to do that review for at least a half an hour because I'm going to have to, like, ugly cry, go shower, and then I'll be rehydrated, and then more crying will come out. Hopefully it won't be the ugly cry. It'll just be a regular cry. And at first I'm going to be like, it's going to be ugly. All right. And then hopefully I get enough composure and I might have to edit that video. I'm telling you, man, like, brah, make the damn merch, brah. Make the merch. Yo, you will beat the COVID pandemic. You'll beat everything. You'll beat all the, like, oh, there were layoffs and whatnot. I'm not trying to make fun of the layoffs. I'm not, because it's messed up when people lose their jobs. It's freaking messed up. It's also messed up that the writers and all these other people, like, you know, they're just considered contractors instead of actual employees when, let's be realistic, what's the honest difference? Especially if a lot of them are stuck in exclusive contracts to be private and there's no real need for it. I get it when engineers do it because there's intellectual property, but those guys are, yeah, these guys just don't deserve to be stuck in contractor form. They deserve benefits. There deserves to be a union, and there are writer unions in whatever. You know what? That's not what I'm here for, right? Just, it's my belief, and it's messed up. All of it's messed up all around. So, bun that. Anyway, freaking seriously, make Jarro merch. Make Jarro merch, because I promise you it will sell. I'm not saying it's going to sell like freaking Yiddle, like Baby Yoda, but it's going to sell. All right, we will freaking buy that stuff. I will buy multiples. I promise you. Put it right on my Baby Yoda over here. Anyway, yeah, we get the plan. The plan's kind of okay. Here's the thing that's actually crushing my heart in regards to this. I'm not going to give you the last page reveal, so I'm glad they didn't put this on the actual last page. So this is all the stuff that's coming out. So we are here. We are here. So this is the stuff that came out this week. I believe that this one already came out, the guidebook. But now September, 4 things coming out. October, looks like 5 things coming out. November, 5 things coming out. December, 5 things coming out. And in January, Death Metal 7? Wait a second, did they? These sons of guns. Wasn't only supposed to be 6 and they added another one now? Maybe they didn't, I don't know, but it's in their wheelhouse to do that. You tell me I gotta wait until January for this stuff to come out? Okay, look, my peeps, the only books that really matter or should matter are these. This is not one of those events that has to have like 100 different issues coming out like they did with Empire, you know, over in Marvel or whatever the hell else they're doing. Like, this just isn't necessary. I saw that and right away my heart just sank. So look, what I usually do is I'll read a whole bunch of books. I'll read a whole bunch of these books. If you like that I do that, please watch an ad. Let an ad play. Let me make some, you know, a little bit of monetization off of this video. It's the only way we get paid. But I'll usually read all of the books, and this way I can tell you guys if any of them are any good or not. In this particular case, no promises, because these videos don't get a whole lot of views to begin with, the death metal. Most people just simply don't seem to be interested in death metal. It's just the way that it is. Nobody cares about the comic book reviews. Nobody cares about people talking about the books. So yeah, I really doubt that I'm going to be reading these other books. But yeah, I'll finish death metal. I'll see what's up. I'll see how everything changes. But, you know, you look at the rest of the DC universe and you can see changes being made right now. Look at Hawkman, look at the whole Batman series, and I'm pretty sure the same thing is happening. Superman, I stopped reading Superman, but whatever. Most of the books that are out by DC right now, many of them, you can actually see that the titles are coming to an end very soon. End of DC Comics, highly doubtful, but whatever. But it is going to be the end of this world, this universe, and then we're going to reboot again of some sort. It's going to be the 5G. We don't know yet, but that's all happening. So anyway, guys, like the video. This was the review. Enjoy. Talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.